Do girls actually like bad boys?
I will be explaining the exact steps you need to follow in order to seduce a beautiful woman.
And you'll also discover the best way to get her back.
Your success with a woman is ultimately dependent on whether you can escalate your relationship.
The way we judge whether or not you have great taste is by looking at your fashion.
Hi, I'm Jessica and I'm a dating consultant at provenattraction.com. In this video from the How to Get a Model Looking Girlfriend series, I will be explaining the exact steps you need to follow in order to seduce a beautiful woman. Voltaire famously said, "It is not enough to conquer, one must learn to seduce." Seduction is simply an act which results in two humans both giving in to pleasure. There are no more physical or emotional barriers. Instead, you both seek the deepest level of intimacy with one another. The question is, of course, how do you get a woman to want this level of closeness with you? And although this is the guy's ultimate goal, why is it that so many fail? Probably because when it comes to seduction, there is a step-by-step approach that only few men seem to really understand. This method is known as BMDL. First, B for build-up. It's easy to forget the significance of the build-up leading to a seductive moment. But when it comes to seduction, studies have found that a woman reaches the point of maximum pleasure when all her senses have achieved an optimal level of relaxation. So the key is to know exactly what to do with her so that she has felt a certain level of attraction and is fully comfortable with you. This means senses such as fear, anxiety, nervousness, anger, sadness must all fade away into the background so that they are nowhere to be felt. You want her to feel like she is slowly being taken to a place she never wants to return back from. You can achieve this build-up by inviting her out to a social setting such as a concert, a chill-out lounge, a friend's barbecue, or even just a walk in the park. It is such a broad topic, so these were just a few examples, and we recommend that you check out other videos in this How to Get a Model Looking Girlfriend series for more information on this. Second, M for mood. One mistake that most men make is that they put the physical before the mental. It's like opening an egg which you've forgotten to boil properly. You must first get the woman you are trying to attract excited about the idea of getting close to you before you can actually get physically intimate with her. So, how do you get a girl to feel excited? Topic. A girl cannot possibly feel excited if the most interesting topics of conversation you could come up with were about video games or football. Instead, make sure you show an interest in her and raise fun topics. Anything to do with love and relationships, future aspirations, and exciting experiences are a great starter. Humor. Yep, that's right, you must be funny. Did you know that in any given survey, about 80 to 90% of all women say that humor is the way to seduce them? It is therefore no miracle that when a woman laughs, happy hormones are naturally released, and this helps to instantly not only relax all her negative senses, but it also stimulates the possibility for positive senses such as excitement to reach new heights. Stories. One way to get into a girl's mind is through storytelling. Typically, when guys think about getting intimate with us girls, they think physical, which is usually why we are not receptive enough, as they haven't really managed to tackle the core trigger that gets us going, and this is being able to mentally turn us on. Coming up with interesting stories is a great way to influence our thought process and get our imagination running wild. To do this right, you have to choose your moment well. Make sure you have a bit of a connection going first though. Then, when you're ready to spice things up, tell her a story which you know will achieve a certain objective. For example, it may be that you want to come up with a story that will get her to feel excited about doing something adventurous together. So you can say something like, "So, you know my friend Andy? He might look a bit quiet and a bit serious at times, but he can be really crazy. So a few months ago, he was at this party and he met this girl for like 5 minutes, and suddenly he turned over to me and said, 'We're just going outside to get some fresh air.' So some time passed and we all started wondering where they went. Her friends started to panic and neither of them would pick up their phones. But after all the craziness and concern, they showed up the next morning arm in arm, muddy and looking pretty rough. He'd actually managed to persuade her to escape the house party and explore the park in the middle of the night instead." Third, D for dominate. Deep within, every woman has this need to feel protected. It goes way back to our cavemen days when the man had to do all the hunting to ensure the survival of his family. Today, we don't need you to go and kill anything in order to impress us, but we do seek an alpha male figure to help us feel safe and secure, as by nature we are generally less strong than you guys. It is therefore no mystery that you won't score very high on the attraction scale if we are the ones dominating you, so don't let this happen. Instead, look for subtle ways to show your manly qualities. When you are both indecisive about which movie you should go and watch this evening, then take control of the situation by being the one to make the decision. Or, if she has made a statement that you don't completely agree with, then don't be afraid to speak your mind and tell her exactly what you think. Us girls love being with men who are confident enough to speak their mind. There are also moments when we misbehave. That's right, us girls are not always right, and you need to be man enough to correct our behaviour. It may make us moody in that moment, but the respect that we gain from you being dominant and assertive in these situations far outweighs any of our girly complaints. Look, I know this may make you question whether feminism ever took place, but psychologists have proven that relating back to the caveman days is still relevant today. By taking these steps and showing your dominant traits, you essentially take control of different situations. And the result? The majority of us girls will subconsciously feel a sense of excitement over the prospect of experiencing something physical and intimate with you later down the line. Finally, L for leading. All efforts of seduction are reduced if not followed up by leading. You can lead a woman both physically and non-physically. The physical aspects are the actual actions you take with the woman that you are interested in, whereas the non-physical side is all about how you manage to display your leadership qualities to her. So let's take a second to understand why being a part of this leadership group is a quality at the root of attraction, dating way back to our caveman days. A strong man uses force to obtain food and overpower other men. However, a smaller but smarter man has the power to bring people together for the benefit of the group as a whole. He will quickly come up with the best hunting methods and will strategically protect his tribe from the outside world. When it comes to these two types of men, both spark attraction within us women, as both men show leadership qualities that have the ability to protect and influence other people. So just remember that you want to be leading everything: the conversation, seduction, other people, taking initiative, and so forth. From an evolutionary standpoint, your leadership characteristics will likely pass on to her offspring and raise her social value, increase the chances that you can provide for her, and ensure her survival. So that's it! Build it up, then get her in the right mental mood, proceed on to dominate, and then finally lead. That's how you get us women seduced. Thanks for watching. For more dating and relationship advice, go to provenattraction.com, where you will learn how to crack the mystery of attraction.